Another dream. Or is it a dream? I have no items? 57 pages? Some things are missing. I don't know what to do about that. What's in here? I'm carrying it? I'm carrying it? What? What? Eh? Hi, this is... I don't know who I am. I have no items, but I'm carrying an inventory. I don't know how this is happening. Pardon me if I don't raise one of my hands to say how you doing. Which I can't anyway. See my chest, I will put it to the test. This crazy mod is driving me crazy. Well, it's already... I could put it down. Now, I destroyed that when I was trying to get this thing to work. There's a special button you have to hold down when you're grabbing the item. Otherwise, it won't work. In fact, sometimes it won't work at all. Seems to work with almost everything. There's a white list and a black list, so there's things you can't grab. Hey, what happens if I do this? It won't pick up torches. But it'll pick up almost anything else. Although for some reason it's not picking up these bricks. Interesting. I guess it just picks up inventories? I'm not clear on that. Look at this. Rip. Rip. Well, I didn't need to pick that up, but that's interesting. Rip. Okay. Hey, this looks like it's going to be a pretty cool mod. I guess. Seems to work okay. I really like it. I wanted to show you how this was doing. I haven't done anything there, and I still haven't worked out a few other things, but I'm still planning on that. And then there's this. Although I had to take the awning of this. Fire is finally starting up his new shop, his little gift shop that he's created. It's not finished, but he's doing a really good job. Dirt bricks, I like it. I like dirt bricks. It's nice. I did have to fix that awning though, and so on, but it'll be all right. This is a pretty good build. What's he gonna sell? I don't know, but gifts, I guess. He's got a bunch of the blocks from before here. Those are nice, but I don't know if that's meant to be stuff that's gonna be on sale, or what he's doing. He's got a bunch of various things. I think he's just still building it. I don't think he's necessarily put what he's going to sell in here. So there's that. And really working on the idea of some really cool mods that we'd like to add to the... What is going on here? This is like the reverse pothole. Somebody's been spilling stuff here. Actually, I'm not... Look at all these. What are all these? Crystals. That's just something wrong. Something wrong here. This can't be. What are these? What the heck? Okay, I think the dream ended. I think. I'm not sure about this. Let's see what we got. I'm carrying a sapling for some reason. Oh no, what have I been doing? I think this is real. I've halted all operations because I'm trying to create some new kind of experimental 4-unit furnace, because even the 2-unit furnace was too slow. And if I'm going to turn this into 3 all the time, I need this to be 4 all the time. Something like that. A number of things have happened that we have actually done. This is also a bit slow. I might add more of these too. Okay, in testing Thumbcraft, the problem is that nothing spawns in the overworld. From Thaumcraft, we could change the spawning in cubic chunks. We could change the spawning, but then it just messes everything up. Now, there was a forge bug, and this goes all the way back to when I did early episodes of the first season of, or maybe it was the second season, of the Wazcast, where there was too much lag all over the place, and there were block IDs being changed into other block IDs. And this has been a problem since 2014 that I know of with Forge, and they've only just figured out how to solve it, thanks to Bartek's, and I forgot the name of the guy who found this bug and found a way to replicate it, which was amazing because nobody could replicate it. It would strike randomly. So the block ID problem has finally been solved, but it's been fixed on the latest Forge, not the recommended Forge. Recommended Forge has been 2655, which I believe I've switched to that. Let's see. There. But definitely the latest one is the one that's going to fix this problem. And so I'm going to have to switch the server over to the new Forge. Only I haven't tested it with it yet. Okay, so there's that. Now, creating this thing... Oh, wait, I wasn't done. Well, let's get into this. Creating this thing... There's more to say about this. But the point is I have to do this because it was just going so slowly. It kept backing up and overflowing, and I have to turn this off. And this has been problemized. Problemized, there's a way of putting it. Made some chutes, and the chutes were no good. I finally found a way to place a chute so you could place it underneath a crate or chest or something, and then it wouldn't take the items. A chute that doesn't actually take the items. Maybe you need a redstone pulse? I'll have to look that up. So I can't use the chutes, and so that was no good. So hoppers, we have to stick with hoppers, which is very disappointing. So what we did for mental block recipes, some people have been complaining about not having access to things. We still haven't added a prismarine recipe yet, but we have added some recipes. Let's see if I can find this here. Okay, so we've got cobweb. We've got a cobweb. Let me look this up. Here's the cobweb. Oh, we'll get to this in a minute. Here's the cobweb recipe, right? It's a string, it's a slime ball. Originally it was a cobweb and a slime ball, which was obviously a mistake. But now it's string plus slime, which is of course perfectly fine. The new JEI came out, and it's got all this added now, all these different facades. Buildcraft added these a long time ago, but they're still here. And it's annoying that they're all here. We tried to turn them off, but we couldn't. Okay, back to what I was saying. We now have charcoal blocks. Obviously, how that's made. And we now have block of coal coke. Now, block of coal coke comes from smelting one of these, which is very interesting. Now, here's the cool thing about it. Smelts 80 items. And I thought it was 72, but it was actually 80. They changed it. And then coal coke, 160 items. So this is really, really big news, because it means that we can almost, but not quite, double. Because although 160 is in fact twice that of 80, you have to use up one of them to burn some of them. So 160, not quite, but here we go. Okay, let's see if I can get a better view of this from up here so I can see what we're looking at. Okay, up here we got... This is the new one. This is, it's white, white, green. I think it's like this. And I think it just fell down. I know. So what happens is we've got two extractors, because we want it to go as fast as possible. But we were going to just do hoppers. But I just thought hoppers is not going to work. I know, I left a block up there. Leave it, it's dirt. Now see if I could get it. I should be able to climb up here. Haha! In fact, why did I bother pillaring up over there if I could just do this? Okay, so we've got this set to on, so when you put items in there, it automatically activates both of these redstone engines, which then propagate the whole thing out to here. Now this, green, is everything else. White and red are blocked off so that nothing goes back into the machine. And yellow is where we put all the coal coke. And the coal coke goes into here. Of course, a little coal coke goes a long way, so we're only going to need a single chest for that. If we have to make it a crate, we will. It's not a big deal. It too has 2 extractors, which is kind of an overkill, because we're going to have very little coal coke anyway. So it'll probably just be 1 extractor or something. Actually, I'm not sure how we're going to do the bit with that. We might have an alternative option that I didn't want to discuss right now. But these things will go, they'll extract, they'll go in through here, and then we've got clay pipes to put it one after the other. Now that's a problem, because we'll only be able to put coal coke into here until it hits 64, and I'm not going to have 64 coal coke, so I'm still working on that. It's a huge mistake. We're probably going to have to allow the other types in here. Specifically, I'd like to use some saplings. Hence, the saplings I've got now. But we're working on saplings for something else. We'll get into that in a minute. And when it's done, it goes up in here, and then it heads back to that. Items, of course, the items go into this one. And these are 2 diamond storage crates, one going into the next. And then coming up from there, and then, again, clay piped into these, and then back into there. And boom, done. So what's the problem? Well, again, all the items in there first, and then if that's not full, if it is full, then we put other items in the other ones, but then the coal coke isn't going to go into these. I don't know what we're going to do there. Maybe we could do this randomly or something. I just don't have a round-robin insertion where it does one, and then it does the next, and then it does the next, which is what we really need, and we don't have it. So this ought to work in theory, and then of course when done it all goes into there, where it goes back into all the other ones. Now the problem here, I haven't been able to set this up, mainly because, look at all these birch saplings, but that means the birch saplings go into here, and what I've done is I've taken out birch saplings from this, so it won't go in there, so we can have half go one way and half the other, and then I can put birch saplings to go through there. But I discovered there's no way to do half-seas over here. Where would I want them to go? Well, over down here, and this is the trick. Over down here we've got birch saplings, coal, and charcoal. And they go up here, over this one, and into this new one, where it has coal making coal blocks, charcoal making charcoal blocks. And then after that, they all fall into these, and then they get in there and they smelt, and then they move on, and they've become, all of them, the blocks of charcoal, the blocks of coal, have all turned into coal coke. And so we've, over up there, we got the birch saplings going to blue, going around that, and into here, where of course it goes there, and it loads that stuff. But do you see the problem? Well, obviously the problem is it's not going to do it. It's going to set everything up the way you want it set up, with the one exception of we don't have any way of getting the saplings over there. I'd have to set up yet another diamond pipe here or something. And then it would just move it through here, but I don't know how we're going to do that. I may have to give up on this entire situation. I've been thinking it's a very dangerous thing to try and smelt everything with coal coke when you could just use saplings. But we need to use coal coke. We just need to come up with some kind of method of putting these in randomly. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have something whereby this comes, like we'll have that set over there, and we'll have these switched over, and it'll come out here on this side, and then it'll just decide. But the point is, 50% will go in the first one, then 25, then 12 and a half and 12 and a half. And the last one could be a clay pipe, so that when it's done, it just goes back up through that. But you see my point. You see how this is just not going to work. If we've got it set that way, then why do we... Well, it's going to cause problems, is all I'm saying. If only 12% get used on this end... So what we'd have to do is we'd have to find some way that we could get it to split off earlier. And by splitting off earlier, it'll go into them a little more regularly. And that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to work out the other things. So... This has gone to a, oops, this has gone to a halt while we work on that. I was glad to have tested Thumbcraft. Basically, it goes like this. Thumbcraft won't generate the crystals and the ore. Even, they might generate the ore. I tested, but I couldn't find any ore. But they definitely do not generate the crystals because there are no caves in the mining world. So we just can't use Thumbcraft. And Aether, ooh, almost fell in. Aether is hugely problematic. It's an entire dimension, not connected with cubic chunks. I don't think people really care to deal with it. This is meant to be a cubic chunk server. And so we're probably not going to have Aether in here. It's just not feasible. Am I dreaming? I wasn't dreaming. It is real. Well, that's real too, but I wasn't asking about that. Well, I don't know what to say. If this is actually real... Amazing. It's like finding out time travel is real. Or possible. Rubs eyes in disbelief. Rubs eyes in dirt. Oh, that's disgusting. You got dirty eyes. Well, I don't know what to say about this. This is a whole new experience for me. Oh, this is 3x3 and this is only 3x2 because you can only have... I knew there was something wrong with this. Well, yeah. Well, we've got this working. How about that? That's a very positive sign, even though I don't know what to say. And I don't know what to do. Are we going to go back there? I think I should work on my build. Definitely my build. I don't know why I just went up through this. Doesn't matter. I'm back. Okay, so this... I'm still carrying everything from earlier. I've already shown this, and I want to kind of get some kind of idea of where we're trying to go with this. So I'm going to put everything away in here. Silly things. Oh, I've only got 32 dirt, so let's see what else we got. We got more dirt here. Of course we have more dirt here. So something like... Have I got the... Oh, you know what? They're back in the other... Hold on, they're back in the other realm. No. Put cobble in there. Okay. Am I dropping stuff? Weird. So I guess we do have this stuff, and we have to decide... Oh, you know what happened? I was trying to plant some saplings. I had one golden oak sapling. I had the other kind of sapling, which I don't have any longer. And I planted them on regular grass, and nothing happened. Right there, I planted the saplings. And it looked like they were planted. Then I walked away, and I came back. Saplings are gone. Don't know what happened. Guess they just don't grow in regular grass. I'm going to have to go find some Aether dirt, or whatever it's called. There's Aether dirt. Might as well. This area was going to be a Thumbcraft area, but I really can't use it right now. Okay, so this is where we're going to put it. I don't know if it needs light, but we're going to try one. Do you think it needs light? Well, it's going to have light anyway, I guess. If I lose this, at least I've got more of them. Getting the other ones will be a problem. You know, I don't remember us having chickens around here, locally. Still upset that we've never found horses. I asked around. I asked other people, I said, has anybody ever seen horses in the mining world? And I've never received a confirmation that there have ever been some. Just ain't none. Okay, so it's over here is this one. Ah, here we go. Here's all the crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And we're going to put away everything else that we don't need. That was crazy, that stuff. And I still want to remind myself about the birch saplings. So I guess I'll keep carrying them around. But do we need the chests? We'll take the chests. Okay, so the idea was... What's the difference between these? I don't know. Okay, so the idea is if you want to place that, that's no good. And if you want to place it there, that's no good. So what you gotta do is you gotta shift click when placing right there. And it does it. And that's how it's done. That's how it's done. And that's very similar to how we do the vertical slabs as well, which Minecraft just discovered, which was strange because I thought Minecraft had shown me how this was done in the first place. So the idea... Wait. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could figure out how to place this when standing on it. Because you can't just do that. So what we're going to have to do is something like that. Oh, that could be done. Okay, good. So that just means we got to place these all the way up to... what was the location again? I've forgotten. Well, I got to go up here anyway. One more. Here we go. I still haven't built a railing for this. I know, I'm just sick, aren't I? Boop. And I'll carry the other one because that's the one I plan on using. Okay. That's it. 336. So we go up to 336. Oh, I'm gonna need more dirt than this though. Oh yeah, I gotta use more dirt. I gotta go back and get more dirt. Okay. Oops, not that one. Okay, this should be it. Now be very careful here. Look down. I gotta get to the center block over there, which is not gonna be too difficult, but it is gonna cause problems. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. I probably can do this. One more? One more, just for safety's sake. Oh, and I just realized I gotta light this up. In fact, I haven't thought about lighting things up in ages. Because I've been busy testing mods. That's all I've been doing, testing the mods. Testing the mods. This is nowhere near safe. I am almost guaranteed to fall to my death. But I made it. Really am going crazy here with these with all these things the guy's got to do. I'm afraid to unshift. Okay, now the carry-on mod, which I was demonstrating earlier, is a really good example of a mod that works really well, and I'd like to continue to use it. Considering it seems to work out anywhere, it does cause problems and difficulties with setting it up, but it's not as big of a thing of a problem, but we'll probably vote on that. I have a number of other things in mind. Okay, so... And that's why I had created the, that's why I created all those ladders you saw over there, because I thought I was going to need the ladders. Well, I guess I don't. Oops, wait, no, over here. Wait, how do we do this? I have to break it, I guess. Okay, here goes. Well, that's the top. Or that's where we want it. That's it. It's all about timing. When you reach the apex, you press the button. This is terrifying. I'm gonna fall off to my death. I can almost guarantee it. Add to that the fact that the server is going to restart in about 30 minutes. Maybe a little more, 40 minutes. I'm glad I checked. I was really worried there for a second. And we've done it. Oh. Man, that's terrifying. Okay, and now that we've done that, we can now dig this down. Theoretically. Might cause problems en route, because I've seen some where you break a block and then you're just falling. I had to do this on camera just to show you my method of madness. And it's worse. Yes, it's actually worse, because I wanted to show you how tall this is going to be when we actually get around to making it that tall. Wrong button. Yeah, we can't do it here either for the same reason, because if you do that... Oh, that works. Oh, that's good. It's good to know. So now we can see what we have. We have... And that's the problem. Oh, you know what? I think these are the wrong ones. This is the one with the edges that go like that. These are the ones with the dark edges. Oh! So I just made a whole bunch of the wrong ones. The big tile ones instead of these. Alright, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get some wood. Get some wood. There. Big tile and panel. Now I know which one is which. And now I got to undo this. Somehow. Well, the only way I can really do this is by pillaring up. Well, we don't need to pillar up like that. We can just pillar up like this. This is just so terrifying for me. If you ever have some kind of problem with your life, if you ever have like a phobia, it's always a good idea to fight the phobia if you can. Fighting the phobia is a really good idea. Except, of course, if you can't fight the phobia and it makes it worse. I do have problems that if I try to do something about some of my problems, that things actually get worse. It does happen. And that is, to say the least, very terrifying. And I can stand in the corner, so at least it seems safer. Okay. Looks like we'll be a little busy today. I'd like to thank you for watching this episode. Gonna have a more exciting episode as soon as we can get more stuff done. This is Pecker Wozat signing off, and remember, you too can vote on the new thing. Next episode we'll probably discuss the contests, and there's gonna be a really, really big contest you're gonna want to see and hear starting the next episode. Bye bye.